here with Steve Sutherland, CEO of Konami Gaming. And Steve, one observation that I have is we've been doing these CEO one-on-ones, I think, for about 7 years now. And I believe you are the dean of our CEOs. I think you've been to every one of them so
Well,
far.
thank you, Frank. I'm just celebrating my 20th anniversary with Konami, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Wow. Well, we're glad to have you as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just give us a little update, a little overview on Konami, what you've done in the past year and what you hope to do maybe in the next year.
Okay, last year I think as we started the conference here, I had given direction to our R&D team as we entered this conference here. We need to show a group of refreshed products. It's both on the game and the system side. So we needed to increase our product performance, we needed to diversify our product line, and we needed to demonstrate innovation. As you touch the floor today, if you go up there, I think we've achieved all those goals. So over the past year, we've released the KX43 platform. It's been very well received in the marketplace. We released the new Opus platform as a replacement for the Goliath platform. You know, a larger format, it's the right size for the marketplace. And we've got some, just outstanding performance on those product lines. And we've got, the backup from the game content development to continue to ensure that. And then here at the show today, we're going to be demonstrating the release of the new Konami Horizon 49J, new product. It takes us into the premium product category that we've never participated in. So I think we're hitting on all 8 cylinders. We have a great opportunity ahead of us, and very pleased with what our team's done this past year.
Well, you're a real 20th century kind of guy because they don't have many 8-cylinder cars anymore.
Yeah, they're all turbo, 4-cylinder turbo.
Yeah, I've got this
exactly.
big giant SUV and it's 4 cylinders.
Exactly.
You've actually touched upon the second question, which is also based off some things you've said in the past year, and that is the Konami strategy now to grow. And I think a lot of that is based on a broader product line.
Correct. That's a great observation. As I take a look at Konami, we have focused in the Class 3 gaming space, but in a very small segment of that market. So as we take a look, the new Konami Horizon product line that allows us to really dress that product up to merchandise it even more. It allows us to enter other segments in that Class 3 marketplace. So as we take a look this past year, we've really ramped up in the local area progressive component link progressives. In the future, we have things like wide area progressive, but we're also situating ourselves with a management team that we've invested in over the past year, a lot of new hires to take us into the VLT marketplace, the Class 2 marketplace. There's just a number of opportunities for us outside of even Class 3. So I'm very excited as to where we're at. We've also invested very significantly in our systems business, and if you take a look at some of those things that are up on the floor and innovation-wise and the new customers, it shows that we've hit a new pace, and at some time before we close our fiscal year, which will be the end of March, Konami will cross that threshold of 100,000 EGMs, connected to our system, if not more. And we made a couple of major announcements here over the past few weeks. And most recently on Monday was with Morongo Casino that, they're going to be joining the fold and, switching their system to Konami here shortly. So we're in a good position. I like where we're at.
Great. Given this strategic approach, the strengthening that you're doing, the diversification of products, entering new product areas, if we're to be here 3 years from now, what will Konami Gaming look like then?
If we take a look at Konami today, you'll definitely see that we're in a diversified market. Today, the market that we compete in a $5.1 billion a year business, we've been participating in addressing about $1.5 billion of that. 3 to 5 years from now, we'll be across that entire spectrum. Whatever that 5.1 billion is, in the future, that's what we'll be entered into. And as we entered this market, I want to ensure success. And a lot of people think that, we should do it all through M&A. We do most things organically. It's a very methodical approach, and we'll be very focused in that arena going forward to make sure we do it right and methodically.
And you become increasingly important to your parent company, especially because not only do you grow and you grow profits, but your margins are higher.
Correct, correct. This year, Konami's celebrating its Konami holding its 50th anniversary. So, it's a major milestone for the company. And if we take a look, we have become very important. We're a key contributor to the overall, profitability of Konami Holding. But just as importantly, with the Japanese IR committee, okay, it's very critical that we're successful, not only here, but the entry into Japan and other markets around the world. So we are positioning for that, and we believe we'll be very successful worldwide, more so than we are today.
That's an interesting point. Tell us a little bit more about Konami Holding and the role it's going to play as integrated resorts come to Japan.
Well, if I take a look, the only thing that I can say today, Konami is the largest license holder, from a regulatory standpoint of the businesses in Japan. And over the past few years, we have been working, with the government, et cetera, other officials, and even introducing some of the casino operators to key people in that marketplace and trying to advise them on direction, et cetera. From Konami's standpoint, we'll definitely be a game provider. We believe we will be a systems provider. We also believe, that we can bring additional innovation knowing that Japanese market, because that's the foundation of our company. And now and then we do draw content to bring to this marketplace. We take a look at Fortune Cup. On a new premium product line we're introducing here on the Horizon series, we've got Silent Hill, which is a very well-known property in the consumer software field. So, we're very excited where we're at this point in time.
It's been a long time since the gaming industry's had to endure a recession. And there's some concern now that economies throughout the world are slowing, and we may be in a recession in the foreseeable future. How do you see, among your customers, how do you see business confidence and purchasing sentiment?
As I take a look at the market today, there's nothing we can do personally about the recession, but we have to be prepared. But in today's market, I've not really heard much about recession from the operator groups that we pursue. Some trends and stuff that I have seen. We are in a very mature market today, but if we take a look from an investment, at least from the Konami standpoint, the commercial operators are strong. The Native American operators are stronger, principally the Canadian operators, et cetera. So as you take a look, Native American, the regional type concept in the Canadian market has been very good to us. We need to perform across all those markets and worldwide, and we're also taking actions at this point in time with some of the markets we serve, taking more of a direct approach and making sure that we're properly positioned to secure all opportunities in the market.
Several years ago when we had this round of mergers and WMS and Bally and Cygames merged and Shufflemaster joined that group, and you had some other mergers, IGT consolidated some companies. There was a belief with IGT and Bally and Aristocrat being so big at that time that further consolidation just meant less competition. And yet it seems to me that the opposite has happened. We've got Konami growing, and you've just described how you're going to be competing against those companies in the future. We've got smaller companies like AGS and Incredible that have come up almost from nowhere. So how does that competitive landscape going to play out, do you think, over several years?
What we're seeing with these smaller suppliers, is capitalism at work. It's a great opportunity for all of us to up our game. And as we evaluate all our competitors, those of us that are on the larger scale and the smaller ones, a lot of times the smaller ones are driving that increased innovation. So I think it makes us all sharper and better innovation-wise. From the game standpoint. On the system side, that landscape hasn't changed significantly, but it's a hyper-competitive market. A lot of things are coming forward related to innovation. On the floor today, we're going to be showing a facial recognition component based on our partnership with a major company. Provides the casinos great opportunity for their patrons, security-wise, et cetera. So we can make more of a seamless, or what they call today, a frictionless experience, make it much more easy, on the patrons. great opportunity, and then we're also we have to enter into other markets, I mean, to compete on the anti-money laundering. We have a very extensive effort underway on this, is Title 31 or the AML type components, because that applies worldwide. And the reason we're doing that, our customers have asked us to. And for the first time in our systems business, okay, even though it's fully integrated, because we have one singular database, for the first time, we can pull that product out and we can install it on competitive systems. So it's a great opportunity for us going forward, so we're really excited about that.
You've mentioned a lot of products and a lot of initiatives. What are the one or two or maybe three products that visitors to G2E absolutely must see when they stop by your exhibit?
When everybody comes in, and I'd like to get input from the customers, did we achieve that component where we've refreshed our product line? When I see that, it's a refreshed look. But the must-see, they have to take a look at our KX43 product line and the game content that's coming out. It's a great library of content. It's high-performing. They need to see the Opus product line and the dedicated content that's going on that. And then definitely take a look at our new premium product category, because it defines our future going forward and starting to attack or address that premium participation business. Great opportunity. On the system side, systems a lot of people think are boring. They're not. They're critical to the operation of a casino. Come and look at the facial recognition, the biometric. It's very key. It's exciting. We have another technology. It's a camera-based type technology. It provides for overlay capability and unique ways of demonstrating game content, just not at the slot machine, but also at the table. So maybe we'll start with the tables on that. So,
Steve, that's a great overview. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Frank.